The psalmist is calling us to do exactly what the jeweler does. It starts rationally. It starts with thinking. It starts with looking at who he is, what he has done. It enumerates, it inventories, it goes through until it dawns on you the value, the beauty of who God is. Worship is to see what God is worth and to give him what is worth. To see and grasp his worth in such a way that you begin to live in accordance with it. The difference between a limp-along life, a common kind of just limp along, just get along life, and a transformed life, a life just shot through with thanksgiving and joy. It's the difference between not believing or believing and worship. It's worship that does it. Worship is an act of ascribing ultimate value to God, seeing what he's worth and living in accordance with it in such a way that it transforms your whole life. That's worship. Nothing less. It's not just a little inspiration. It's not just a little pick-me-up. It's at its existential essence. It's ascribing ultimate value to God in such a way that it galvanizes, electrifies, and changes your whole life. That's what worship is. Why should we worship God? Why should we work at this? Because you're already worshiping something. You're already ascribing ultimate value to something. Your whole life is already controlled and oriented towards something to which you've ascribed ultimate value. Put it this way. The world is not simply divided into people who worship and people who don't. The world is divided into people who worship things that will distort your life, people who worship the wrong things, and people who worship the only proper object worthy of the worship of your soul. Those are the only two prospects. You're either worshiping the wrong things or you're worshiping the only one whose worship will not distort your life. And the process of true worship of God is to recognize where your worship already is and transfer your ultimate value to God. In other words, true worship is not womping up something that you don't have already. It's transferring the ultimate value ascription that your heart has already made from the things where it already is to God. And that's what changes your life. Because every single person has put their hope in something that they say, if I have that, then I'd be okay. Then I'll know who I am. Then I'll have meaning in life. Then I'll be happy. Everybody. And what is that thing? Whatever the deepest desire of your heart is, of course you've got it. I've got one. Whatever it is that you say, if I have that, then I'll have meaning. Then I'll have joy, then I'll have happiness, then I'll know who I am. Everybody's done it. Everybody's living for something. But whatever that thing is, completely orients your whole life. It can completely control you. But one thing is certain, we do not control ourselves. We're controlled by the Lord of our life.